For me, as a coach, the game of soccer is a means to an end, especially when dealing with kids. It's about something bigger. And this comes from my own experience and so many other players that did so much to go pro. And this can be whether you got drafted or you made a pro team and you got injured and your career was never the same. This can be players who played pro for a number of years, but when they were done playing pro, they had little to nothing left over. They had nothing to look forward to. They had no other skills that were applicable from the game of soccer to other areas of life. I use soccer as a tool to do bigger things. In life, all or most of what we do involves a team or group of people. Very rarely can we get far doing things on our own. It's about working and leading a group of people to accomplish things in all aspects of life. So this is the main reason that I coach youth soccer. We just got our first customer. I'm so happy for these guys. One of the things that I do with my 8 to 9-year-old players, and I think I did it even when they were 7 to 8 years old, I just did it recently, is a fundraiser. And this involves the team working and putting in time to bring in money so that they can use the time and money that they put in and they got out of that fundraiser to enjoy activities, team bonding activities together as a team, that they're able to have fun and do whatever they want with the money. Now, I know that team bonding activities are important, and I always wanted to do it in every case, bonding activities that have nothing to do with soccer. But what I knew is that I didn't want to develop an environment where kids felt entitled to have an environment of fun without putting in the work. I don't want to be a coach that enables or promotes that type of behavior. I want kids from a very young age to understand that when we put in the work, when we put in the time, we get rewarded. So this is just one of so many lessons that I love about the fundraiser, is that it teaches kids when you put in time, you get a reward from that time, and you can do whatever you want with those rewards.
It depends on the person.
It does, right? In regards to this fundraiser, there were lessons that can be applied to, I don't care what you do in life, these areas can apply to you. And this is why I love the fundraiser, and I hope to do it several more times with my teams so that players can own in on these lessons. One of the lessons that one of our players took from this fundraiser is to ask. When you want a sale, when you want something, you have to ask. You cannot assume that people will read your mind and know what you want. This is especially true in the sales area, the sales profession, the sales industry, where whenever you want something, you have to ask for the sale. You cannot be afraid to ask for the sale because you have a fear of the other person's reaction, regardless of what it will be. So this is one of the lessons that our players are always able to learn in these fundraisers, is that you have your product, but you can also ask for a tip as well. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a tip. You can be a salesman and just ask for the sale in general. I've heard of a lot of salesmen, obviously not the good ones, who talk about their products, but they never ask for the sale, just hoping that someone will say, hey, can I buy it? And you lose out on things like that. And just in general, it's just good to get in a habit of letting your thoughts be known in a respectful way. When you want something done, ask, mention it. Don't assume that people can read your mind. And this requires players to get past their fears. And I want this to be something that they internalize.
Christian, go! Go, Christian! Look, you see? Christian, come over here. Did she put money in there?
Yeah.
So
I thought you just are saying, here's like the money jar, and then they just give it to you.
So Christian, what did we just learn right now about? But whenever we sell drinks,
To ask people if you want to tip.
exactly. Ask people if we want to say tip. So Christian just learned to ask people if he wants a tip whenever we buy drinks, and some people are gonna say no, some people are gonna say yes, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But hey, Christian, don't leave yet. So Christian was a little bit hesitant about asking, or he didn't know what to do, but now he knows. So this is a life skill that he is learning. This is a life skill, Christian. So Christian, always ask for the sale. Say that.
Always ask for the sale.
Exactly.
Another lesson, and this is probably my favorite lesson that the players were able to take from this fundraiser, and we split players into groups throughout the whole time of the fundraiser. So the fundraiser may be 6 to 8 hours long, and then every player does 2-hour sessions in their selling. So the last group in their session, the last 2 hours of the fundraiser, the first hour was brutal, in the sense that I had 8-year-olds asking for sales, putting their energy out there, putting their soul out there to get sales, to get cars to stop. And no cars came for that first hour. No cars at all. So I kind of felt bad, because you kind of wonder what kids will get from this experience. And then when that hour came and we had one more hour and we didn't have any cars, I said, you know what? Let's just work for that one next vehicle. Just for that one next vehicle to stop and get a sale. Just one. When we get one customer, you never know how much you will get from that customer. That customer could give you more money than all the other previous customers before. But really what I wanted these players to learn is perseverance, to keep going, to never give up. Every customer is important. Every customer matters. And I just like this because in the last hour, I told them, let's just get one. But we ended up getting a total, by the time it was all done, we ended up getting a total of 9 customers in that last hour. And I'm so happy that the players kept persisting. After that hour, cars were coming. They kept selling. They displayed enthusiasm when they were holding up signs, when they were telling cars, hey, pull over, look at the drinks we have. And this is what I love, is that when you persist and you do not give up, you will be rewarded.
It's a dry spell out here. We've been doing this for about 30 minutes to an hour. And after 30 minutes to an hour, nobody's come yet, but we're never giving up. Maybe most of our customers, or our biggest customer, comes in an hour and we get more money from him than everybody else combined. Right, Teddy? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. We have been holding up signs to cars coming up in the street, and Mahmoud, it took us a long time when no one came, right? A long time. And then I was saying one customer in, come with me Mahmoud. I was saying one customer in 50 minutes, and how many have we gotten? Seven customers. Hey, so guys, remember we went a long time without nothing, right?
Yeah.
But we kept doing it. We didn't give up, and guess what? We got a lot of customers at the end.
And a Tesla drove in and bought something.
100%. Not just one. Two.
Like 10 or something.
Let's go. After a lot of patience.
And lastly, another important tip is you want to do activities that have nothing to do with work or with soccer in this case. You want to be able to have players that can bond outside of their usual comfort zone, and you want it to go on a deeper level. So have them do activities that have nothing to do with their usual place of contact or theme of contact. Have it be something completely different. So in this fundraiser, there was no talk of soccer at all. And what that does is it allows players to build deeper bonds, because now their connection with each other is just not the sport itself. And these bonds help teams become stronger and fight for each other more, and just help the cohesion within the team be a whole lot tighter because of these experiences. All right, so that's all I have for this episode. Please stay tuned for more on how to become a leader and how to create leaders.